I say sleeping with multiple men is wrong. It's not good for your spirituality, because if you sleep with this one, sleep with this one, one day
Yes, thanks for the advice. So I don't dey try stop manizing. But person talk say you talk only man talk about for that video that day.
there are a lot of serious women, hardworking women that work so hard. Do you get me? But the thing now is, if a man does not have money, do you know it will be very obvious? But if a woman does not have money, she can literally go and meet for a recharge card, ask him for send me urgent soup. So even a woman too that is manizing, if she follow this man, carry this, the trap be say if you meet a man we get spiritual pollution. But even if he gets spiritual pollution, which the affliction can be financial catastrophe, no go show say she dey lack, because some go fit send money for cream, some go fit send money for recharge card, so she go still balance. And I say sleeping with multiple men is wrong. It's not good for your spirituality, because if you sleep with this one, sleep with this one day you will meet a man who have a spiritual pollution and it can afflict you. And affliction doesn't mean it will only be poverty. Some affliction can be sickness, some affliction can be lack, famine, and it doesn't mean it will happen immediately. It might happen in next 2 years, next 3 years. Are you getting me? That's why I didn't really talk about Eve matter.
TehmiWelth, person talk say why do Africans attribute everything to spiritual basis?
Yeah.
That a simple hormonal function is blown out of proportion. The lower class animals indulge in sex too just for fun. Why don't they bother about spiritual connotation?
Do animals go to school? Do animals pay school fees? Do they pay bills? How will you be comparing the spirituality of a human to an animal? Do you know we are higher animals when it comes to biological aspects? When copulation is good for the body, you know, it stimulates dopamine in the brain cells. Okay, so now if you are dwelling on a spiritual perspective, you shouldn't compare science, biological perspective with a spiritual perspective. And I know that the body needs sex, because when it comes to gratification, body needs some pleasure, some arousal and all those stuff, and sex is pleasurable because it stimulates a lot of chemicals, and dopamine is one of it, an hormone that, you know, which sex stimulates. So, do you get me? So just like when you smoke weed, the content in weed can stimulate dopamine, makes you happy. They're kind of mood that sex gives. So if you keep sleeping with multiple people, do you know how many people that have STD? You don't know. If you check it on Google, there are over 1.5 million cases per year. And I'm not saying people shouldn't enjoy their life. All my point is that when you're coming from a spiritual view, womanizing can deflate your spirituality, because a lot of tradition, some worship thunder, some worship Shango, some worship water. So a girl that is from water can pollute your spirituality, because it's not the same. That is another realm. It's not the same realm, so it can't work. So, and don't forget that some of them don't know that they're being used. So when they copulate, don't forget sex is more spiritual than physical. So the copulation makes you one. So any spiritual affliction that is on her can be transferred to you through that copulation. Are you getting my point? So that's why it doesn't mean it will happen immediately. There are some things that will happen later. And I said it in that video, there are some men, adult now, that they are lacking because of the kind of enjoyment in their youthful age. It's not that they didn't see money, because some of them thought that it was all enjoyment. They didn't know that it's a trap. So if you keep on enjoying, when will you have time for your life? Are you getting my point? Because you keep on thinking because you have money in your bank account, it means that, and your money is still coming, the flow is still there. So you don't know that a girl you can sleep with a girl who have a spiritual affliction, which will result to poverty. And that doesn't mean it will happen immediately. 10 million naira in your bank account, it will take some time before it will finish. But you won't know what will bring that catastrophe to happen. So people are not even humans on this earth, and they come and sleep with men just to pollute them. You won't know. It won't show now. Some will take 10 years, and you'll be telling story in that time. A lot of people want to fantasize. The way you are seeing small Ikebe, you are seeing big Ikebe. A lot of people want to fantasize.